The ancient civilization of Kerma stands as one of the most enigmatic cultures of the African continent. Situated in what is now Sudan, Kerma thrived between 2500 BCE and 1500 BCE during the early part of the Bronze Age. Despite its significance in the ancient world, much of what we know about Kerma is still a mystery. The city was once the heart of a flourishing civilization, and its culture, art, architecture, and beliefs continue to captivate historians and archaeologists. Today we explore the key mysteries surrounding this ancient civilization, attempting to understand how it rose to power, the unique aspects of its culture, and the reasons behind its eventual disappearance. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Kerma civilization was its city layout and urban planning. Located near the third cataract of the Nile, the city was strategically placed for access to important trade routes. Kerma's urban design included well-planned streets, monumental structures, and an imposing wall surrounding the settlement. The wall, which could be seen as both a defensive and symbolic structure, was massive, stretching for several kilometers. The fact that Kerma's city was so well organized and fortified suggests that it was not only an important trade hub but also a place of great political and military power. It stands as a testament to the advanced engineering capabilities of the people of Kerma, who were able to create a sprawling urban center long before other civilizations in Africa. Coming at number 9, we cannot overlook the role of the Kerma people in the world of trade. Positioned along the Nile River, Kerma became an essential link in the trade routes connecting Egypt, Nubia, and other parts of Africa. The Kerma people were skilled traders, dealing in precious materials like gold, ivory, and exotic goods from sub-Saharan Africa. Archaeological evidence shows that Kerma merchants traded these goods as far as Egypt and the Levant, establishing an early example of global trade in the region. This exchange not only brought wealth to Kerma but also cultural influences from distant lands, which are evident in their art, architecture, and even burial practices. The city's thriving markets were a significant part of its economy, and Kerma's role as a trade hub helped it maintain its influence for centuries. At number 8, we explore the role of religion in Kerma society. Ancient Kerma was deeply religious, and this was reflected in the grandeur of its temples and religious sites. Kerma's religious practices were closely tied to the power of the Nile, and the people of the city believed that their gods controlled the river's floods and the fertility of their land. The primary deity in Kerma was the god Amun, who would later become a central figure in Egyptian religion as well. Temples dedicated to Amun have been uncovered at Kerma, showing that the civilization had complex religious rituals. These rituals included animal sacrifices, offerings of food, and the construction of grandiose tombs for their elites. The religious life of the Kerma people was integral to their identity, and the lavishness of their tombs suggests that their leaders believed in an afterlife where material wealth and status carried over. Coming in at number 7, the burial practices of the Kerma people provide valuable insights into their social hierarchy and beliefs. Archaeological excavations of Kerma's elite burial sites have revealed elaborate tombs filled with fine goods, jewelry, and artifacts. These tombs, known as pyramidal graves, were often accompanied by large quantities of food and drink for the deceased to enjoy in the afterlife. The wealth and grandeur of these burials suggest that Kerma's leaders held immense power and that their society had a rigid social structure. At the heart of Kerma's burial customs was the belief in an afterlife where the deceased would continue to experience the pleasures of life. Some tombs also included human sacrifices, a practice that highlights the importance of the ruler's journey into the afterlife and their need for loyal subjects to accompany them. The discovery of these tombs has been critical in understanding the sophisticated rituals that were practiced by the elites of Kerma. Number 6 brings us to the iconic Kerma pottery. The ceramic art produced by the Kerma civilization is among the finest in Africa, with intricate designs and craftsmanship that reveal a deep cultural connection to their land. Kerma pottery is known for its unique shape, heavy texture, and vivid colors, which include shades of red, black, and brown. These ceramics were not only functional but also highly symbolic. Many of the pots and bowls unearthed from Kerma's ruins feature intricate depictions of animals, people, and gods, suggesting that pottery was a form of artistic expression as well as a medium for religious rituals. The artisans of Kerma used pottery to convey stories and religious beliefs, and the careful designs show that this craft was held in high regard. The beauty of the pottery unearthed from Kerma suggests that art played an important role in the civilization's daily life, and that the Kerma people had an advanced understanding of artistic techniques. Coming in at number 5, we turn to the Kerma Kingdom's military prowess. Kerma was known for its strong military and warrior class, which was essential in both protecting the city from external threats and maintaining internal control. The military strength of Kerma is evidenced by the discovery of weapons including spears, knives, and bows, which were found in the tombs of warriors. Kerma's ability to maintain such a formidable military allowed it to dominate its neighboring territories and expand its influence. As one of the most powerful kingdoms in Nubia, Kerma frequently engaged in military campaigns, particularly against Egypt. It is believed that Kerma had a tense and competitive relationship with the Egyptians, who saw the kingdom as a threat to their dominance in the region. The military strength of the Kerma people played a critical role in the kingdom's ability to maintain control over its vast territory. At number 4, we examine the Kerma civilization's art and symbolism. The artwork from Kerma, including pottery, sculpture, and jewelry, is a clear indication of the society's sophistication and creativity. Artists in Kerma used a variety of materials such as ivory, wood, and stone to create detailed figurines, animal sculptures, and jewelry. One of the most notable aspects of Kerma's art is its symbolic use of animals. Animal motifs appeared frequently in the artwork, representing important symbols of power, strength, and fertility. Some of these animals, such as the lion, were considered sacred and were associated with royal power. The use of animals in Kerma's art may have also reflected the kingdom's close relationship with the natural world, particularly the wildlife of the Nile Valley. The animal-themed art from Kerma continues to intrigue archaeologists, as it provides a deeper understanding of the spiritual and cultural beliefs of the civilization. Number 3 brings us to the mysterious end of the Kerma civilization. Despite its early successes, the Kerma kingdom eventually fell around 1500 BCE, and its decline remains one of the great mysteries of ancient history. Several theories have been proposed to explain the collapse of Kerma, including invasion by Egypt, internal strife, or environmental factors such as changes in the Nile's course. Some scholars suggest that the Egyptians, who were expanding their empire at the time, may have conquered Kerma and absorbed it into their own territory. Others believe that a combination of factors led to the kingdom's downfall, including possible changes in the climate or resource depletion. The sudden disappearance of such a powerful civilization has left many unanswered questions. What happened to the people of Kerma? Why did such a prosperous kingdom vanish almost overnight? These questions continue to spark debates among historians and archaeologists. At number 2, we look at the connections between Kerma and ancient Egypt. The relationship between these two powerful civilizations was complex, ranging from trade and diplomacy to rivalry and warfare. Kerma and Egypt were often in conflict, especially during the New Kingdom period, when Egypt sought to expand its influence in Nubia. The Kerma civilization's influence on Egyptian culture is clear, especially in the adoption of religious practices and art. Many scholars believe that Kerma may have influenced the development of Egyptian culture, particularly in the realms of art and religion. The shared gods, symbols, and even architectural styles between the two civilizations suggest that they were not only enemies but also cultural exchanges that shaped the course of ancient African history. The eventual conquest of Kerma by Egypt led to the absorption of much of its culture and people, further cementing the connection between the two civilizations. Finally, at number 1, we consider the role of the Kerma people in shaping African history. Despite their eventual downfall, the Kerma civilization played an essential role in the development of ancient African societies. As one of the first kingdoms in Nubia, Kerma influenced the political, military, and cultural landscapes of the region. The kingdom's advances in trade, architecture, and religion set the stage for the later rise of other powerful kingdoms in Nubia, such as the Kingdom of Kush. The achievements of the Kerma civilization laid the groundwork for the flourishing of African empires that followed. Their contributions to art, culture, and political structure continue to be remembered as foundational to the history of the African continent. The mysteries of Kerma may never be fully unraveled, but its legacy endures as one of Africa's most significant ancient civilizations. Ancient Kerma was a remarkable civilization, known for its advanced urban planning and rich cultural practices, leaving a lasting impact on history. While many mysteries remain, discoveries offer valuable insights into this complex society. Share your thoughts on Kerma's fall in the comments, And don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of ancient civilizations.